Go ahead.
Every letter it's accepting. It's not working.
I heard it a minute ago. There it is. Clang it again. Have her pull it harder. There we go. And the Glendale Schoolhouse.
So the schoolhouse was built in 1864. It was a one-room schoolhouse for 96 years. And then it was abandoned. Glendale is over on McCarran. There's like a Starbucks and a garden store and something else. But Evelyn here went to school here.
What was abandoned?
The house, the schoolhouse.
Well, no, it was moved.
I know, after it was left abandoned.
No,
Now, it came right here. I thought it was in the 70s.
no, it was at the convention center.
Oh, okay. Do you want my husband to help you? No. It's
Wow.
okay. I'll get it.
Ooh. Wow. This is neat.
So to the right, there's a picture of where it was originally located. Yeah, this right here. You want to ring the bell? That's yeah. I don't know. He didn't tell me.
Wow.
Come to school. So they had an outhouse, and then they put in little bathrooms in the front that later got removed.
That's a cool table. The one the dictionary.
Yeah. So this is what I tell the kids. This is how we used to Google it. So true.
It's okay.
Yep.
Really?
He's like, how did you get iced coffee?
Yeah.
It wasn't any iced coffee.
They put their coffee outside in the winter.
But they learned music. They didn't have power, so they had oil lamps. And then we always talk about George Washington and Abraham Lincoln because 1864 we got our statehood because he was afraid he wouldn't get enough elections. So that was during the Civil War, so that's why we're a ballot-born state. Because we were born on a ballot. And then right outside was the Lincoln
They
Highway.
wanted the silver from Virginia City, that's what they
You can play with it.
Don't let them play it.
Money, money, money.
Is there like a library place in here that they would take books and everything, or did just everyone?
They brought the
Library was upstairs.
Because I saw books out front.
Well, it was upstairs in the building that you came in.
Have you ever heard of Guthrie Readers? Guthrie Readers is what all the schools pretty much in America use. They're just little, school books.
It was our little house on the prairie, so the last
I'm getting it.
yeah, the lady was like, oh, you know, you're looking up your
Did you
readers.
guys have like music, like, I see a piano, did you guys have like daily?
Regular daily,
Regular.
Oh, yeah. Reading, writing, arithmetic. All those, that penmanship that you see up there, that's how we had to learn.
and you were great at it.
Cursive, yeah. Oh,
Beautiful.
yeah.
My mom took a class.
In 1859, the Comstock Silver Strike brought heavy traffic, food, lumber, and mining essentials. Alfalfa was introduced, a sawmill was completed, timber was freighted. In 1864, a schoolhouse was approved, the state of Nevada's first and most cherished. Teachers and preachers brought culture to the colony. Spelling bees and horse races flourished. More history. Glendale School was the first schoolhouse to be built in the Truckee Meadows. It was built in an area that was known as Stone and Gates Crossing. Charles C. Gates and John F. Stone had set up a trading post in 1857 and a rope ferry to help people across the river. 3 years later, they built a toll bridge across the Truckee River. Ranchers and farmers began to take up land in the area, and several businesses were established. One rancher who came in April of 1863 was Erastus C. Sessions, an educated Vermonter. Noting the lack of a school, he set up one in his own home and taught it himself. He also talked up the idea of establishing a public school, and in October of 1863, a public meeting was held. The county commissioners at Washoe City were contacted, and on December 9th, the creation of School District Number 6 was authorized. A second public meeting was held on December 19th, and the people decided that a public subscription would be taken up to erect a 20-foot by 30-foot frame building. $1,466 was raised, and Archie Bryan was hired to do the building. The school opened in April of 1864 and drew students from as far as 10 miles away. The school had an enrollment of up to 40 pupils, ranging in age from 6 to 21. The building also served as a social and cultural center for the community. Meetings, dances, and other social functions were held there often. When a post office was established in the community, the town's name was changed from Stone and Gates Crossing to Glendale by the postmaster because it fit better on his postmark date stamp. Constant use over the years changed the two words Glendale to Glendale, and the school came to be called Glendale School. The community of Glendale stopped growing after Reno was established, but the school continued to function until 1958. At the time it was closed, it still served 18 students. Glendale is the oldest surviving one-room schoolhouse in the state. In recent years, Glendale School was moved to downtown Sparks, where it is now open for visitors. Like most one-room schoolhouses, Glendale School was heated by a pot-bellied stove in the center of the room. Children and their parents helped bring fuel to keep the room warm in winter. In later years, a small addition was added to the front of the school for an entryway and 2 cloakrooms, one for the girls and one for the boys. The restrooms for the early schools were outhouses. Children dipped water from a bucket to get drinks. And the picture of the gentleman on the chalkboard is E.C. Sessions, the first teacher. The one-room school was built in 1864 in the community of Glendale, a local settlement that preceded Reno and Sparks. The school graduated its last class in 1958, and after standing empty for many years, the building was relocated to a site on the grounds of the Centennial Coliseum, which is now called the Reno Sparks Convention Center, in 1975, and to its current location in Sparks in 1993. The Sparks community then spent 11 months renovating the schoolhouse, returning it to its original condition. The schoolhouse is managed by the Sparks Sertoma through the La Sertoma custodians of the Glendale School Organization, and the Sparks Heritage Museum does regular tours on Saturdays and during the summer at special times.